This is Lewis Brackpool for Rebel News, and today we're following another convoy. You can see the farmers about to get in to their tractors and start leading the way. Their plan today, I believe, is to block another highway. So we're going to be following them. As you can see, the farmers are getting ready as we speak to gather and start the convoy. Here in the Netherlands, we've been embedded with the tractor convoys and the farmers, where they are protesting against the Dutch government for these insane environmental policies that are going to completely wreck the agricultural sector.
Build back better.
The Netherlands is actually a high exporter in food and supply chains. Now, these policies will include trying to reduce nitrogen emissions up to roughly 50% in total. Naturally, the farmers have taken it upon themselves to protest against these policies. Now, these policies also include the Agenda 2030 playbook from none other than the World Economic Forum over in Davos, with the Bond villain himself, Klaus Schwab, which Mark Rutte, the Prime Minister of this country, is heavily involved with. Farmers and supporters are starting to gather here where the blockade has begun. This is kind of like a rallying point, as I mentioned earlier. Police have arrived, but they're handing out cookies.
They have this nitrogen thing, and it's just a lot of horse. And it's basically because they want to disown them from their land. And we want to support them because we want to be, what's the word?
Independent.
Independent.
We don't want one big city, one metropole. We don't want industry. We don't want fields full of solar panels. We don't want that. We want farmers.
We just continue up to a civil war. I don't know. But they gotta go. They are not for us.
The nitrogen is being held by the grass.
Sure.
It's taken by the grass.
Oh, I see.
The CO2, nitrogen, becomes in the grass and in the corn. So we are the solution.
Sure.
Netto, we produce less than we take with our crops.
Yeah.
But the government don't want to see that. They only reduce the farmers. And we think there's another agenda behind this.
Sure.
Surely everyone knows this, but we want that to make clear to everyone that they are looking for our ground, for our ground, our land.
Have you heard of the World Economic Forum?
Yes, of course.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are your comments on the World Economic Forum?
Well, that's the reason why we're here. And we all know that, but we are all awake.
We've been following this convoy all day since the morning, around about 9 o'clock, where we arrived here near Almelo. And it's been a peaceful day. There's been no arrests. Police have arrived at the scene and have spent the day with the protesters, with the farmers, and there were no arrests. They were even, like I said earlier, handing out cookies, enjoying the refreshments. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And we saw with the meeting that they were strategizing on what to do next, and what the government should be doing next with the farmers, and whether they would take further action. This has been Lewis Brackpool reporting in the Netherlands for Rebel News. Hey, remember farmerrebellion.com. This is where you can keep up to date with what is going on here in the Netherlands. Don't go away.